Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Look at this absolutely fun card that I'm going to show you how to make today. This is called a card in a box, and a fun little birthday card with these absolutely adorable balloons that pop up. And look at this cute envelope that I made to match it. This is using the Party Animal Designer Series paper that you can find in our Occasions catalog, and you can just fold it up just like that, and it slips right in here. This is just a regular A2 size envelope, and how precious is that? You would just address it right there, but then when you open it up, you see that fun birthday print pattern of all the fun circus animals, and then it just pops right open. I love it. I had the best time making this. All right, so let's get started, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is start off with a piece of Pacific Point cardstock. I've cut this down to 9 by 5, and we're going to do some scoring with this. So you're going to want to get out your Simply Scored scoring tool. And we are going to put the cardstock in landscape mode, and we are going to score this at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, 6 3/8, and then 8 1/2. Okay, and then we're going to rotate it to portrait, and we are going to score this at 2 3/4. And that's all the scoring that we're going to do. All right, the next thing that you're going to want to do is to get your Stampin' trimmer. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to cut on our trimmer all the score lines that we just made up to that 2 3/4 inch mark. So what you want to do is just to get that score mark, and here, let me zoom in a little bit, get closer for you. I'll move the trimmer. Okay, so what you're going to do is get that score line right here in the cutting guide, and let's move our cutting blade up to the very top, and we have a ruler here on our little guide right here, whatever we call this thing, the little, anyway, on this track. So what we're going to do is bring it down to 2 3/4. Actually, it's 2 1/4. So we just, and then we have this little pointer here, so you just want to line that up with 2 1/4, and then you're just going to slice up. So you get a really clean cut. Okay, so there we have it. Now the other thing that we want to make sure not to do is to go ahead and fold on all the score lines. We'll take care of that in just a minute. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and trim off this little tab right here. We don't need that. And then we are going to fold this tab over. This is where we'll put our tear and tape adhesive. And I'll just cut off a bit. So go ahead and pull that backing strip off. I'm going to put a little bit more right here. I didn't cut it long enough, so I want to put just a little bit more down here because we want to make sure that our box closes all the way. Okay, so now we can bring this side over, and you just want to match the edges. Okay, and then we can open our box. Next, we want to determine where the back is going to be. So this is where the cardstock matches up. So we're going to have this panel be the back, and we're going to keep that standing straight up. So you can fold the two side flaps down and then the front flap down. But we want to keep this one nice and straight. Okay, so next let's go ahead and cover the box with Designer Series paper, and I'm going to give you the dimensions for all the pieces that you're going to need. Okay, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to cut 4 pieces, and this measures 2 by 2 1/8, so you'll need 4 of those. Next, you're going to want to cut a piece of cardstock. I've chosen Emerald Envy. This measures 4 7/8 by 2, And then you're going to cut another piece of designer series paper to layer on this panel, and this measures 4 3/4 by 1 7/8. And then finally, you're going to cut 3 pieces of designer series paper, and this measures 2 5/8 by 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and adhere all these onto the box. So we'll start with pieces right here. So let's grab our snail. Okay, let's go ahead and put on this back piece. So we will adhere this to the emerald NB panel. Okay, and then we'll adhere this to the back. Okay, so we're starting to get the box decorated. Next, we're going to put those final 3 pieces on the 3 sides. Okay, so we've got the box all decorated on the outside. So let's go ahead and start working on the inside. The next thing that you're going to do is to cut another piece of Pacific Point cardstock. This measures 3 1/8 by 3 1/8, and we do need to use our scoring board one more time. I forgot about this. And we're gonna score this at a 1/2 inch on each side. So you can just flip it over. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this in half, or approximately in half. So that looks about right. I'm just eyeballing this. I don't know the exact measurement. So now we have 2 pieces. And these are what is going to hold our little pop-up balloons. So what you want to do is you want to do a Z fold. So you're going to fold one side towards you and the other side back, and use your bone folder to get really good creases. Burnish it well. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other piece. So one side towards you and the other side back. So there you go. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put tear and tape adhesive on the front and back of each of these. So these are going to, they're going to attach like this on the inside of the box. And then you'll just remove the backing strips on both sides. So now how you are going to attach this into the box, I'm kind of putting it at an angle because I don't want the sides to attach to the box just yet. And I'm going to position this one towards the back. And what you want to do is you want to place this piece just below this line of the box, if that makes sense. So I'm just getting one piece attached first, and then the other side. Okay, so there's the first piece, and we'll go ahead and do the same thing with the second piece. And you want to line them up as straight as possible. I'm actually finding that it's easier for me to do this if I am holding it like this on the side. Having better success lining them up. There we go. All right. This one's, they're kind of crooked, but that's okay. The next thing you're going to do is just get a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock, Pacific Point ink, and the stamp set that I'm using is Sweet Sentiments. So we're using this, Hoping Your Day is Perfect. So, you know, even though this is more of a birthday themed card, the great thing about Sweet Sentiments is you can use it for a variety of occasions, which I love. Oop, I've got that stamped upside down. So you're going to use your stitched shaped framelits. I've used the second smallest square. Take this on over to your Big Shot and you'll die cut this. I've already got one die cut. You're also going to cut out an Emerald Envy square. This measures 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, and that's just going to layer on just like that. We're going to put the stamped sentiment up on dimensionals. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the front, just putting this on with snail. So it's just going to look just like that. All right, let's go ahead and do the inside. The next thing that you're going to do is to cut out strips using our window sheets. You can find these in the annual catalog. They come 12 by 12, and I think you get 2 in a package. So I've got 5 right here. It may be hard to see them, but each of these measures 3 by 1/4 inch. And then you are going to use the balloon bouquet punch. I just have a variety of the pattern paper that comes in the Party Animal collection, and I'm just going to punch out balloons. I'm just punching the largest balloon. So we'll do that one. And then I'm going to punch out another one because I'm going to do the stripes. There's 2. And I need 2 of these as well. So get some of the blue. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then lastly, this cute little candle print. Okay, I'm going to use glue dots to attach the balloons onto the little window strip. So I'm just getting 2 glue dots, just want to make sure that they're secure on there. And I'm just attaching them just right there on the very tip of the window sheet. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do is put a bow on all of the balloons, and I am using a combination of our Emerald Envy solid baker's twine and then our Whisper White. So I'm going to put green on those 2 balloons, and then I'll do white on these 3 just to give them just a little pop of color. Okay, and then again, I'm just going to use glue dots. And just kind of roll it up down here, right where that little tie would be, and then just mush that into the bow. And I'll come back and cut all the tails. So just go ahead and do that for the rest of the balloons. Okay, so after we've put all the bows on and cut the tails. That's what our cute little balloons look like. Get this out of the way. All right, so now we're going to come in here, and what I did is I just kind of like figured out where I want each of the balloons to go. Let's see here. Look at my sample here, and I'll just follow that. All right, so let's start with this one, and what I did is I just put a couple of glue dots on the little window sheet, and when you put it into the box, you know, you kind of want to have them different heights. So let's do this one like that, and the great thing is you can kind of reposition this. The glue dots are kind of forgivable. Okay, this one's just going to go like so. So that's kind of how that's shaping up, if you can see that. And then let's do the yellow one. Did I get that? Whoops. Well, let's try these again. There we go. Okay, and this one's gonna go back here, kind of peek it out. And then we'll do this one. This one's gonna be a little bit higher. But we don't want it too high because we want it to be able to fit into the envelope. Okay, and then our final one. This card is just so much fun to make. Come on. There we go. Just didn't want to come off. And then we'll put this one right here. And there you have it. So when you close it all up, it just fits like that. And like I said earlier, just make a custom envelope. This is an A2 size, like I said earlier. I just used my envelope punch board, and it fits in there perfectly. Just absolutely adorable. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. Look how cute those are. Just how much fun it is to make these. All right, guys, well, I hope you liked today's project. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you head on over to my blog, istampin.com. There you will be able to see all the products that I used, as well as you can download the project instruction sheet on how to make this. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And there's just 25 days left of celebration, guys. So be sure to grab those free items. They are while supplies last. Now that it's coming down to the final days, it is, you know, some of these things may be unavailable here in the next few days or weeks. So definitely place those orders and grab those free celebration items if there's something that you've just don't want to miss out on, okay? All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.